This is my family and I at a car museum in Baku, Azerbaijan. One of the best car museums we have been to. Now let's have a look at the cars.
Так, айду видео. Так, мы пришли. Ладно, сейчас. I'm done. Так, пришли на выставку автомобилей. Это просто Даррен сюда хочет сюда. Это Олива-центр. Это минус 3-й этаж в подвальном помещении. О, лошадки начинаются. Это вот музей чисто по заявкам Даррена, потому что мне эта вся механика очень ровная.
Look at this thing. It's a motor carriage here, but the guy says don't touch. And of course, I was just going to jump in over.
Интересно.
It's been
I prefer this.
Подожди, I'm sure you do. Yeah, there's the Model T Ford. It came in any color you want, but only black. It's what built the motor. It's what built the car industry in North America here.
Why it's black?
Because that was the marketing plan. You can have any color you want as long as it's black. It's beautiful. My goodness, we got some perfect conditions. Damn, yeah. You know, it says it goes 140 kilometers an hour, but probably goes about 50. Because look at the size of the engine, it's tiny. But it's a lovely car.
Вот и славли boat.
It's a beautiful little car. It's like a mini. It just is beautiful in its own right. Its design is lovely. That one's earlier, right? It's earlier because the fins are really big, and the fins in this one are much softer. Because it was all an imitation during the space race, during space times, and all of these features. But my, that's beautiful here. Absolutely awesome. Just the colors of it evoke so much North American nostalgia. Really beautiful. That's a Coupe de Ville. It's the most expensive Cadillac they made. But you look at that one, see, remember that this one's from 1955. And that's the next one, the convertible. This is the Chevy Bel Air. And this is 57, right? And you've still got the same features. You got the torpedo bumper, and now it extends up to the boot, or sort of the trunk on the front. See them right there? All that stuff. It just gets bigger, grander, greater.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's a silver cloud. 56.
Jet tall. I will buy a silver cloud. Right.
Oh yeah. No, some of the most famous musicians died in this car. The Rolls Royce. Yeah. Some famous musicians were banned from buying them. But you can tell this one's a British car because it's a left-hand drive. It wasn't made. This one wasn't made for the North American market. It was made for the British market.
You have to stay near.
The right-hand drive, sorry, right-hand drive. Yeah. Very cool. Wow. People all over North America would love to see this. People all over North America would love to see this museum. Is that a Zil here? A Zil? Look in the hubcap, please.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a Zil. My goodness. Oh no, it's a gas. Gas.
But doesn't Zim.
Okay, I got it wrong. Isn't that awesome? How fast is that?
Я вообще не понимаю, чем Даррен восхищается. Я смотрю, все блестит, чистая машина, помыта хорошо. Вот трактор.
Some of these cars could have been imported to Baku from Cuba, all right? Because Cuba has a lot of these old American cars. And they could have brought them from Cuba, I don't know. I'll ask the guy, but that's a Buick 8. Pretty awesome.
Buick.
Yeah.
Что было надо иметь, чтобы это всё запомнить?
Yeah. But like I say, Vita, that's the Mercedes-Benz Cabriolet, and that's the famous Mercedes where you would see Hitler standing in the back. He'd
But
be
not
standing in the
this-
back.
this
Not this
like-
particular one, no. Hitler, the one where Hitler's Mercedes-Benz is in a car museum in Las Vegas. But that's it. It's the Mercedes
Wait, you saw
Cabriolet.
something compared or something?
That's right. Yeah.
In Montreal?
No, that was in the RM Classics Car Museum outside of Chatham.
No.
Yes.
No. We've been like, I forgot Montreal or Ottawa.
It's not my favorite one. This one here. This is the famous one. Yeah, Lena, this is the famous one. This is the famous Spider. The famous Porsche Spider. So this is the famous Porsche Spider that James Dean got killed in a car accident.
Who is
It's
this?
James Dean. He's like as famous as
Actor,
Elvis.
famous actor.
You know, James Dean died age 24 in this car.
In car accident with his car?
Yeah. Not this exact
No,
car.
I understand. But
Yeah,
say,
but
That's why say right.
not
like,
this,
so not
as
in
I
this.
just said, not this exact car, but it's this model of Porsche that killed him. Yeah.
Which neighbor?
Remember when we go on our walks in London, and it's in these girls.
In
He's got
Ontario?
two of them, yeah, in
Ah,
London,
right.
under the tarp.
ГАИ,
Right there. The Gaishniki.
Волга, Volkswagen.
Well, there's the famous Volkswagen Bus. Absolutely. That bus now is worth about $800,000. Yeah. Well, there's your husband's second car. This is my second car over here. Yeah.
Take this one.
Not this one. Mine was blue. Lena, mine was blue. Let me guess the year. This is one from the early or late 50s. See, it still has the bud vase. Come here. I can tell. This one is from the late 50s because it still has the bud vase on the top. See the bud?
Oh,
the
wait.
vase.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
What is it? 1955? Oh, it doesn't tell this year, exact year for this one. No, that's 65. Yeah, that's what yeah. But it's the year for this particular model. See, it doesn't have the Volkswagen, it has the Westfalia signal in front. See, Vera? When you look at it, this is how you tell it's like way before, just after the war. It has the Westfalia symbol on its hood, you see? That's Westfalia. It doesn't have the Volkswagen symbol though. It's only on the top. Very cool, very cool. Now these cars in Ontario, where I am from, they now cost, a cheap one, costs about $20,000 US. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Ну,
The
а я
fun.
знаю только вот такую машину по своей молодости.
Very cool. Now, I'll tell you what happened, a story. So in my Volkswagen Bug that I had, this was one of the problems they had. You can take your finger and push in this window, just pop, and it pops open. Even when you lock it, you just push it and it opens. That's a storm window. No, I'm not gonna touch it. And in my Volkswagen, 30 years ago, I had a $3,000 stereo system that was stolen.
Because it's easy to
Because it's
open.
Yeah. The one thing I didn't do, Lena, I forgot to get a security system. But you take your finger and you just push it like that, boop, and it opens. And that's how you break into it. So simple.
In which year you had this car?
I was 19 years old. 20 years old, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. The gas becomes the Volga, right? Yeah. The Corvette was made after the war. There we go, yeah. The gas became the Volga, that's right. Now, we have one of these cars for sale in Ontario. This car, there's one for sale in Ontario. It's, how much? It's about $30,000 US right now. But look at the radio here. I love, you can only get 2 radio stations. That's so cool.
Москвич, да?
Yeah. But of course, the question I want to ask myself is, who had the big Volga in the 1960s and 50s? Who had the giant Volga and the Moskvich? Who owned them? Awesome. But every Porsche today is based on this original design. Yeah, pretty much. Except for the Porsche Spider. But it's the Porsche Boxster. Yeah, all those Porsches. They were
Это что за такой? Какой-то гамбургер небольшой.
maybe 7 years in the mid-60s, the early 60s, the late 50s.
Is it electric?
No. They're called bubble cars. Yeah, these are called bubble cars. They were very popular in the mid-50s to the early 60s. But they're not practical. They're only good for one person, you know?
Elvis Presley was one of those.
Oh, yeah. Elvis was very fond of cars. This is your, you might describe it as the original smart car. That little smart car. Remember?
Small.
Yeah, the tiny wee car, yeah. They were three-wheelers. They had 3 wheels. This is a Jaguar. Is that an E-Type or an S-Type? Yes, an E-Type. This is one of the most expensive Jaguar sports cars. Okay, this is the E-Type from the 1960s, made famous. But if it was convertible, oh my God, it was huge bucks. This is a hard top. But if it was a convertible, hundreds of thousands. Yeah, beautiful car. I've driven a million.
В этом музее только мужчины, женщин нету, только мы с Еленой. Это не для женщин музей, это Даррену радость. Вот мы пришли сюда, Даррен прям довольный.
There's the convertible Mustang GT from 1967. You can't get more classic than that. The original muscle car.
Great.
Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely awesome.
Папа маленького мальчика привел, чтобы уже сразу изучал машину. И мама с ними. Третья женщина в музее.
Here's your Pitmobile. This is another classic car from the 70s, man. It's like every 70s TV has the Lincoln Continental, the Mark IV. It's just, look at the stylings. Yeah. Super comfortable vehicle. Massively comfortable, huge engine, and it sucked gas like a beast. Forgot this one. This is a touring, this might be the one. This is a touring car. Is this for the victory parade, for the generals on Victory Day? This is the one that's in the military where the generals would stand up on Victory Day. Corvette. Yes. Чайка.
Right?
Yeah, I'm right.
Чайка. Ой, это очень широкая машина. В камеру не входит.
Oh wow, it's an automatic. Here, it's an automatic. It's not manual. That's interesting. See that? It's automatic. Huh. That was quite rare for back in the 70s. That was quite rare.
Quite rare what?
Well, it's an automatic.
But everything was automatic.
No,
просто.
stick.
Yeah. This automatic. Oh gosh, я говорю, я в машинах, мне 2 раза надо повторить.
Don't touch the car, Vera.
Я висю над машиной, не облокачиваюсь.
That's what I mean. It was very rare back then.
Автоматик, не механика. О, 70-е годы для генералов такую производили машину для парада.
This car. It's
Can you repeat again?
How can you not love this car? It is absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's a 1960 Corvette, the peak of American design. Look at it. Absolutely beautiful.
Probably woman car. Red.
No, Vita. How would it is not a woman's car?
Not woman's car, I mean because color is
No, it's
woman.
called cherry red, Vita. It was the cherry red Corvette, a red Corvette. You can't get better than that. silver flag. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is awesome. That's the silver cloud, the Rolls Royce. In my personal opinion, it's not big enough. Okay, it's not big enough. Really, there's no separation, there's no anything. It's a car for a rich person to drive as an individual, but it's not a car to be chauffeur driven around in, because it's not big enough in the back. It's still very small. Like, it's nice. Oh, is that a Bugatti? You know?
Huh? Very what? Still not go what?
Well, it still doesn't go super fast like the Porsche. The Porsche goes 200. That only goes 160. And that's going downhill with the wind. You know, it's still not super fast. But it's super awesome cool. That's what it is. You know, look at the doors. You know what I mean? When this thing was built.
Are you finished?
No, I've just started. It's so expensive. There's only 62 of these left-hand drive cars left in the world. And only 62 were produced. That's how you know it. Yeah. I had a chance. I had a chance many years ago to buy this Bentley. It was on sale by the Sultan of Brunei, and it was $30,000 US. It was cherry red, and I could have bought it. Yeah. But no, it's completely impractical in Canada. But I could have, yeah, I could have.
8 cylinders.
Yes.
А мне этот диванчик нравится.
Давайте садись, я вас щелкну.
How does
Не,
that-
я бы домой такой взяла. У меня видео идет.
Да.
Вот телека.
This museum was very cool. Yeah, very, very cool. One of the best car museums I've seen in the world. I've seen the car museums in Las Vegas, in Canada, in Great Britain. Yeah, very cool.
Я говорю, у нас свой оператор есть.
Okay, awesome. Can we get up there? Drive it. Oh yeah, it even turns.
Это сделана машина, модель из старых частей, ну, машин. Сварена вместе.
What is it? A Dodge Charger? I forgot what it is. Oh my god. Is that a Dodge Charger?
Like
Hey?
this charges.
Very cool. How do you get them out? Is there a door for the basement? There must be a lift.
There is a door and they go
Машинами.